The devices that we're using continue to get smaller and smaller. We've moved from these clunky desktops to laptops, to these netbooks that were the Christmas bestseller last year, and now to these Palm Pres and Blackberries and Apple iPhones. So smart devices, handheld devices. And the sale of these smartphones will overtake the sale of laptops this year. What is the next big thing? Our mobile phone. It will be millions of people on Earth. And yet we send 6.7 billion text messages to each other every day of the week. Are we engaging our students using mobile phone technology? We should be. And online marketing and the technology that we have at our disposal today can be very, very powerful indeed. So think about what we can sell and what we can give away for free, maybe to support other products. You know, I've looked at these sites, and for a number of years I used to dismiss things like Twitter and Facebook and SlideShare. Look at some of these stats now. 250 million active users on Facebook, 30 million business users on LinkedIn. But Ravelry, 80,000 people that get online and chat and talk about crochet and knitting. 80,000 people. So if there's a community for them, there's a community for us. That's for sure. And do you know that more than 4% of the time spent online is spent on Facebook? Does everyone in here have some form of Facebook group or community? Because we should, without question. Without question. The key question isn't what's dumb about Twitter, but how can we use this small, bite-sized messaging service to reach our customers, to reach our students, to invite their input, and to build forums. You know, the Chinese earthquakes of last year were reported first on Twitter, before they were reported on Sky, on CNN and the BBC. They were reported first on Twitter, and making this stuff available to the outside. Procter & Gamble think in the same way. Do you know that 90% of scientists that have ever walked the earth are alive right now? They're here and now. And Procter & Gamble figures that for every senior scientist it employs within its labs, there are 200 outside. For everyone it employs, there are 200 outside just as good. And what they need to figure out is, how do we tap into that brain power? How can we tap into that knowledge without having to put it full-time on our payroll? Somebody somewhere outside of our organizations, institutions, knows exactly how to solve our problem. And the question remains, bless you, how do we reach out to them? It's like steering a kayak, is how I describe this. There is no chance when you're in a kayak you can go backwards. And you can't really even turn left or right. You are going one way, and it's just a case of how do you steer through that course. That is what we're facing today.